The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers. Brooke appalled over this shocking Katie move. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers reveal that Katie Logan Spencer, Heather Tom, and Brooke Logan Forrester, Catherine Kelly Lang, aren't done with their fierce rivalry. In fact, things could get far worse if Katie chooses to capitalize on a golden opportunity. Hope Logan Spencer, Annika Noel, and Steffy Forrester Finnegan, Jacqueline McInnes Wood, have always had their fair share of issues, but they've been clashing more often lately due to Deacon Sharp's, Sean Kanan, romance with Taylor Hayes, Rebecca Budig. Steffy likes to pretend she can leave personal issues at the door, but they naturally bleed into business at Forrester Creations. Plus, Hope and Steffy just get under each other's skin in general, so there are going to be more problems at the office. Steffy is the boss and won't let Hope forget it in the coming weeks. B&B fans will see Steffy lay down the law and make it clear that it's her way or the highway. Hope's going to be fed up and could potentially vent to Katie at some point. Katie certainly knows what it's like to feel undervalued at Forrester, since that played a big role in why she walked away to start this fashion house with Bill Spencer, Don Diamont. Now Katie is running Logan and clashing with Brooke, so she's got a whole new set of problems. Even so, Katie has more control over her own career and is happy about that part of all this. Hope previously wanted to remain neutral in this feud between Katie and Brooke, but that may not be the case for much longer. Despite all the drama surrounding Katie stealing the Logan name and using Eric Forrester's, John McCook, designs against his wishes, Hope may be tempted to join her aunt's business. There's room for Hope and Dick Sharp, Harrison Cohn, especially since the show already teased a possible job for Dick at Logan and then never followed up on it. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers hint that Hope may be driven to her breaking point at Forrester Creations in the not-too-distant future. That news could give Katie a chance to listen to Hope's troubles and offer her a better path forward. If Katie recruits Hope and Dick to join her Logan team, you can bet Brooke will be outraged. This could make the rivalry between Brooke and Katie even worse, so Hope will have to keep that in mind if she takes this huge career leap. Nevertheless, Hope will indeed get frustrated over Steffy's constant orders, so stay tuned to see if she might walk away and start fresh at Logan. The Bold and the Beautiful week of the 13th of April update, Daddy's warning, broken hearts and buried truth. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers update for the week of April 13 to 17 will bring a father's chance to lay down the law. There'll also be some heartache along with some big secrets that finally come to light. Daphne Rose Walton, Muriel Hilaire, has been hiding Ivy Forrester's, Ashley Brewer, plan to make sure Will Spencer, Crew Morrow, and Electra Forrester's, Lanya Grace, romance crumbled for good, but she'll decide enough is enough. It seems Daphne may be prepared to bring Electra in the loop on the misery Ivy has inflicted, starting with the letter theft and the necklace trickery. As for Will, B&B spoilers say he'll shove RJ Forrester, Brian Nicoletti, at Forrester Creations and get shoved right back. RJ and Will won't be able to contain their animosity any longer, so they'll unleash it in a big way. Ridge Forrester, Thorsten K., is RJ's boss as well as his father, so he'll be doubly concerned over his son's angry display in the office. After Ridge makes it clear that can't happen again, he may also quiz RJ about why he loathes Will so much. RJ and Will have been fighting over Electra, but Ridge may sense there's more to the story. It turns out there's another reason for RJ's disdain for Will, so he'll come clean about that buried truth. There might be some story that goes back to when Will and RJ were kids. Of course, the fact that Ridge and Bill Spencer, Don Diamont, have always had a feud doesn't help. Will is Bill's son, so it's easy to see why that alone would create some hostility between Will and RJ considering their father's history of fighting. Over with Melissa Dillon, Sydney Bullock, she'll mull over the secrets she's keeping from Will about Ivy's breakup plot. Dillon will make a decision that could bring her own sorrow, so she may be ready to spill to Will soon enough. Later, Ivy will get rattled as Electra and will confront her. Since Ivy played a big role in pushing Will and Electra in separate romantic directions, she'll have to answer for her sneaky behavior. Electra may no longer want anything to do with Aunt Ivy after the mess she created. Ivy will insist it was for Electra's own good, but her niece certainly won't see it that way and will have a fierce response. As for RJ, he'll get news on the situation as well and worry Electra's going to land right back in Will's arms. On another note, Brooke Logan Forrester, Catherine Kelly Lang, and Katie Logan Spencer, Heather Tom, have more fashion-driven struggles in their future. Katie will keep pushing. The Bold and the Beautiful Monday, the 13th of April update, Daphne gets in Ivy's face RJ's awful insult Brooke's outrage. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers update for Monday, the 13th of April, indicate that Brooke Logan Forrester, Catherine Kelly Lang, will have another reason to unleash her wrath on Katie Logan Spencer, Heather Tom. The mini collection debut was a huge success as far as Bill Spencer's Don Diamond concerned, so he's adamant about debuting the full collection and continuing to dazzle the fashion industry. Of course, Eric Forrester, John McCook, doesn't like the fact that Katie and Bill have been using the designs he handed over. Brooke doesn't like it either, so she'll go up against Katie again in Monday's B&B episode. Brooke will blow up at Katie over her latest fashion event and insist this has to stop. Although Brooke will suspect Katie's doing all this to get revenge over the past, Katie will insist she's focused on her future. At Forrester Creations, RJ Forrester, Brian Nicoletti, will try to get under Will Spencer's crew Morrow skin. It won't take much to set Will off, especially after RJ delivers an awful insult. Will's going to be riled enough to launch a physical confrontation, but RJ won't be innocent in all this. In addition to provoking Will, RJ will give as good as he gets once the face-off is underway. Electra Forrester, Lanya Grace, won't be pleased when she finds out Will and RJ have been throwing each other around the office. That could be why Electra's on the verge backing Will into a corner with an ultimatum. Meanwhile, Daphne Rose Walton, Muriel Hilaire, will keep fretting over all the damage Ivy Forrester, Ashley Brewer, has caused. Will and Electra could have worked things out if Ivy hadn't taken steps to totally destroy what was left of their relationship. Daphne won't be able to take this much longer, so she'll get in Ivy's face and order her to drop all this plotting. Furthermore, Daphne will contend that it's time for Electra and Will to learn Ivy was the real reason for their split. Despite Ivy's best efforts to keep a lid on what she did, she'll have to pay the price in the coming episodes. Between Daphne and Melissa Dillon, Sydney Bullock, there are multiple paths to sneaky Ivy's exposure. B&B Spoilers Weekly Update April 13 to 17, Ivy's ally, Dillon's Heartbreak, Sheila Spies. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers are in for the week of the 13th of April, 2026. Fans can expect Ivy Forrester, Ashley Brewer, to gain an ally. Melissa Dillon, Sydney Bullock, makes a heartbreaking choice. Plus, Sheila Carter Sharp, Kimberlyn Brown, continues to spy on Deacon Sharp, Sean Kanan, and Taylor Hayes, Rebecca Budig. Let's start off with Ivy, who continues to keep Electra Forrester, Lanya Grace, away from Will Spencer, Crew Morrow. The lady is also pushing Electra to be with R.J. Forrester, Brian Nicoletti. Daphne Rose Walton, Muriel Hilaire, knows the truth and will once again confront Ivy. This time, Daphne makes sure to let Ivy know that she has no choice but to tell the truth. It seems Ivy doesn't, though. Midweek, Ivy gains an ally with RJ. Meanwhile, Electra hears Will's perspective. Fans can also expect Will and RJ to get into a fight at the office. It's nothing too severe, just a shoving match. However, Ridge Forrester, Thorsten K., makes it crystal clear to RJ to keep his personal problems out of the office. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers for the week of the 13th of April reveal that Brooke Logan Forrester, Catherine Kelly Lang, will encourage her son to follow his heart. RJ will also finally admit where his anger towards Will comes from. There is also Logan to talk about. Katie Logan Spencer, Heather Tom, and Bill Spencer, Don Diamont, will make another business decision. Perhaps Dick Sharp, Harrison Cohn, shows Katie his new designs. Will Katie be impressed enough to give Dick a job at Logan? After all, they will need a designer to finish Eric Forrester's, John McCook, collection. In any case, Brooke will be appalled by what Katie does next. There is also Sheila, who will continue to spy on Deacon and Taylor's private moments. As for Dylan, she ends up making a heartbreaking decision. With Electra about to find out the truth about her aunt's actions, will Dylan break up with Will and move out of the beach house? While Ivy kept Will and Electra apart, it was Dylan who started all of this with her crush. At the same time, Electra has no place to order Dylan to quit Forrester Creations. Stay tuned to find out what happens next. Share your thoughts in the comment section below. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers, Sheila's unexpected love interest leaves Steffy and Finn reeling. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers and updates tease that Sheila Carter, Kimberlyn Brown, will require some time to heal after Deacon Sharp, Sean Kanan, has opted for Taylor Hayes, Rebecca Budig. Despite Sheila's efforts to salvage her marriage, it's evident that Deacon has made his choice and is not going to reconsider. Overcoming Deacon and the hurt he has inflicted won't be a simple endeavor for Sheila. While she believed they would be together forever, she is now confronted with the harsh reality of a divorce. If Sheila has genuinely transformed enough to refrain from unleashing her full fury on Deacon and Taylor, perhaps she can navigate her emotions and truly move on. Is it possible for Sheila to find another romantic partner in the future who can assist her in progressing with her life? Naturally, everyone knows that Sheila is quite a handful. There might not be many men eager to pursue an 8-toed ex-con with a track record of unsavory actions. Sheila's best option would likely be to connect with someone who knows her well and may have